What's up everybody, it's Michał and welcome back to Made Up Universe. I have seen Avengers Endgame trailer. I have reacted to Avengers 4 trailer. Now it's time to break down Avengers Endgame trailer. Coming up! Before we start, as always, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that bell notification button to stay up to date with all my videos. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Avengers 4 trailer starts with the shot showing us the mask of Iron Man being pretty damaged, and then we can see the hand of Tony Stark slowly reaching towards the mask. To be honest, when I saw that scene, it really... something inside me, I think, broke. I felt that sadness. I felt like I just came back straight away to the ending of Avengers Infinity War. Further, we've seen that Tony Stark is tapping the mask is scanning him down, and then he starts to record a message to Pepper Potts. He's basically saying that the food, the water have run out, oxygen will run out tomorrow, and basically there's only one thing that awaits him. In this scene, he's on Guardians of the Galaxy ship Benatar. We can see that he's drifting in space. To be honest, seeing him in this kind of state is really heartbreaking, but there's something else that he says. Drifting in space without the promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. He might be just saying that, but obviously us, as big Marvel geeks, we straight away dissect that very delicately and take that word rescue out of it. And we just like, what is this? What does that mean? And of course we land on the conclusion that this means that Pepper Potts in her so-called rescue armor will show up and will save Tony Stark. This might be a little bit indication that she's gonna show up, but it might be just him simply saying that. But obviously we're just here to have fun, right? To make up some theories, so there you go. And I really think that Pepper should receive this message. She should be tracking him and she should respond, get into the rescue suit and just fly into space to save Tony Stark. When the Infinity War ended, we saw that Nebula stay alive, so we are kind of wondering, is she with him on this ship? Later in the trailer we've got a shot of her pondering in a spaceship room, but we need to take into account that Nebula, it's like 99% robot, so she's like a cyborg. She might not need oxygen or food to survive. And of course, after this sequence with Tony Stark, when he records the message, there shows up Marvel logo and it dusts away. They had to do that, right? It's like you first get a punch from Marvel with all this Tony Stark, and then there's yet another punch, and this is yet another emotional moment when this logo dusts away and we just like, Next two sequences brings us back to where Thanos is right now. These scenes, they refer to the comic book, the Infinity Gauntlet. To the very final pages of that comic book, Thanos decided to make a scarecrow out of his suit and live a happy farmer life. Now after that little break, this is like a little... you take a breath, and then the next sequences. We start with Natasha Romanoff narrative. She says that Thanos did what he promised and he erased 50% of all living creatures. We've got a camera panning over the Avengers headquarters, and then we can see Steve Rogers shedding a tear over what's happened. After that shot with Captain America, another shot shows us Bruce Banner, who's watching some holograms of all the missing Avengers. And here is a very particular interesting thing, because on one of these holograms we can see missing Shuri. Now we know from the Russo brothers, they said themselves, although they're notorious liars, but they've said that Shuri survived the snap. So what's happening with Shuri? Why is she gone? What's going on? I don't know. I don't think that anyone knows at the moment, and we can clearly see that Bruce Banner is really sad in that moment. And then there's Thor. He obviously isn't happy. We've seen him going through a lot of things. Nothing managed to bring down his spirit yet, even his brother's death. But here, seeing him like that, that's new. this is not usual Thor. Okay, we need to have a little bit of a more cheered up moment. He looks as if he actually was going to challenge Thanos to the rap battle. Yes! The memes on the internet are golden after this trailer, I got to tell you. One of the very interesting scenes in that trailer is that we see someone's hand touching someone else's shoulder. Are we really gonna do that? Are we gonna do the hand investigation? So let's have a look. Like on this image, you can see Nebula's hand. On the image from the trailer, we see a very similar hand, so we assume that this is Nebula's hand. And now, after that, we get to probably the most exciting part of this trailer. We've got the narrative from Captain America, and we see that dark, masked, hooded man standing in the middle of the street, wiping his blade. It's Ronin. As some of you probably know by now, Hawkeye in Avengers Endgame is no longer going to go by his alias Hawkeye. He will take up a different name and he will become Ronin, a little bit more darker and more mysterious kind of persona. I think everyone by now figured out that this is because his family disintegrated during Thanos' snap. That must have pushed him over the edge and he became that dark killer assassin Ronin. In the next scene we can see Black Widow and Captain America presumably on board of Quinjet, and we have that scene in which Captain America look at the picture of Peggy Carter. This is quite symbolic moment for Captain America. Every time things about to go down, he always looks at her picture. And finally, the logo, Avengers logo shows, and we learn the name, Avengers Endgame. Of course, there's one particular thing that we need to notice here on that particular scene, and that is that the Avengers logo, all the pieces, they just like reversed back, as if they were like almost reversing time and getting back together, like falling into places and creating that Avengers logo. I mean, it's definitely done on purpose, right? So about the Avengers Endgame name, of course Russo brothers says nah, no Endgame, definitely not, nah. Not gonna happen. But I love these guys. These are like two biggest trolls in the industry. Absolute mad lads. They said it's not gonna be named that, but they decided to actually name the movie like that. And that brings us to the final scene of the trailer, which is AntMan shows up at the door of Avengers headquarters, and here Steve Rogers, Captain America, thinks that this is like an old recording, but then Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, tells him that no, this is actually our front door. I guess spoiler alert for Ant-Man 2. If you've seen Ant-Man 2, of course you know that he got into the quantum realm and then everyone else disappeared after Thanos snap. So how did he get out of quantum realm? It's a big question here. Of course, one additional thing that is very important to note here is that he's got this track of his that he used to get into the quantum realm. And of course, with this trailer, we need to talk about breaking records. This trailer had 289 million views in the first 24 hours. Shocking! I love it. And that is across all the platforms, and currently on YouTube it's got 60 million views and 2.8 million likes. Well done, Marvel. Well played. Brofist. And that's pretty much all about this trailer. I, myself, loved it. This trailer is amazing, but I would like to hear from you guys. What is your opinion on the trailer? Did you enjoy that? Did you get what you expected? Please let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification button to get the notification every time I upload a video. And of course, as always, see you next time in the Made Up Universe.